Joining us now live from DeSoto, Texas, Akile Davis, 6'1" receiver and one of the 2015 chosen ones who just signed to play football at BYU. Akile, welcome to BYU Sports Nation.
Thank you for having me on.
Let's start with the easy question. Why did you feel like BYU was the place you needed to be?
I just connected with the coaches, and then when I came on campus, I loved everything about it. The facilities, the academics, talked to one of the teachers. I just loved it.
What stuck out about BYU more than other schools in that regard?
They're ranked high in academics, and football is excelling.
I know that Guy Holliday played a large role in recruiting you, and he loves Texas and Texas receivers. What's your relationship like with Guy Holliday?
It's great. Talk to him about every week and talk about next year, the expectations, and it's great. I'm getting to know him. He's getting to know me.
What did he tell you about his expectations for you?
He expects me to come, work hard, and earn that spot. He's definitely going to give me a chance. I know that.
Akile Davis joining us from DeSoto, Texas, just signed to play football at BYU, will enroll in the fall. I know you have a connection with a former BYU receiver, Margin Hooks, who has developed. He has a lot of fond, fans here that are fond of him at BYU. What's your relationship with Margin, and did he play any sort of a role in getting you to BYU?
He definitely did. Right now, I see him about every weekend. We work out, go to a field, and just train, and he kind of mentors me and tells me what to expect.
So is he a coach in the area? How did you meet Margin?
Yeah, he's a coach at Woodrow. It's a school in Dallas. And in the beginning, when Coach Holliday started recruiting me, he gave me his number and just told me to call him and kind of get some information about the school. And ever since then, we've just been talking.
So when you first heard, hey, about BYU, what did you know about BYU?
I didn't know really nothing at all. I knew it was a Mormon school, and that's about it.
Now what do you know?
Man, it's a great program, great school. It's a good school.
Okay, so you have connections there with Guy Holliday and Margin Hooks. There are 6 recruits in the 2015 class from Texas. We're kind of thinking that because BYU dominated the Longhorns twice, that had something to do with it. How did that game affect your recruitment to BYU?
It showed me BYU can play with the one of the Power 5 schools, Texas. They're known for big football. So for them to beat them in 2 years, that says a lot.
What's the reaction that you give people when you say, I'm going to BYU, and what do they say? And then what do you say after they say something about BYU?
Everybody asks me, you know what kind of school that is, right? And I say, yeah, I'm all aware. I know about it. And I just try to tell them the good things, you know, how big on education they are and how good the football program is.
Now, Akile, you've mentioned education a number of times, so clearly it's high on your priority list. You want to be a math teacher. I don't think I've ever heard of a football player that wants to go to a university to become a math teacher. How did that develop?
Man, I never really, at a young age, I wasn't the best at it, but progressing in the high school, I don't know, I was always curious of how things work, and I don't know, I'm just really interested in it. I want to learn more.
What math are we talking about here? Are you talking high school math, something specific?
Yeah, pre-calc.
Pre-calc. Okay, I may have to ask you about that. That's the last math class I took. I didn't take any at BYU, so maybe you can help me out.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't want to take any math. I'm just kidding. I want to ask you about your Twitter handle, @8_golden hands. Tell us what the motivation behind that is.
Man, for the longest, I was thinking of something, and I mean, shoot, I think I got one of the best hands. So, golden hands. I mean, everything come my way, I'm gonna catch it.
I like that confidence.
And I just put my number in it.
Okay, Akile, now we are going to invite all of BYU Sports Nation to follow you on Twitter. We love the Twitter machine.
At
so
@8_golden hands.
Yeah, give Akile Davis a follow on Twitter. Joining us from DeSoto, Texas, one of the receivers in the 2015 recruiting class is Akile Davis. When will you arrive at BYU to begin, I guess, your campaign as a BYU Cougar?
I'm going to try to come as soon as possible, probably as soon as I graduate, come take summer school and try to work out.
Is that June?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Describe your game and maybe someone that you think you play like that people would know.
I mean, I say I play like Davis Bryant, really. You know, he actually lives in DeSoto, so, you know, I'm always watching him and seeing what he does and trying to play big and physical and attacking the ball.
Are you hoping to run into him at the grocery store or something?
I see him a lot, actually. He came to our game when we played here. He came up here.
Oh, okay.
On the sideline.
I saw that he has some crazy ab workout that's kind of trending on Twitter. Are you ready to tackle the Des Bryant ab workout?
Definitely. I'm going to have to go to a boxing gym and try it.
Yeah, apparently you have to link up to a punching bag and do all sorts of crazy stuff. But if you want to be the best, those are the things that you do. Okay, Akile, what do you expect to do for BYU in your first season? What kind of expectations has Guy Holiday laid out for you, and how much of an impact do you plan on making?
Just coming in and just trying to help anywhere as possible, special teams, and learning the plays and trying to step on the field.
What do you think of Taysom Hill?
Man, he's a beast. Big quarterback. Reminds me of what's that quarterback that was at Kansas State? Klein?
Oh, yeah. Colin Klein.
Colin Klein,
he reminds me a lot of him.
He's got a better arm than Colin Klein, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he does.
And he can juke. It'll be interesting to see that relationship. I know Trey Dye, who's from Texas, last year said, "I'll do whatever. I'll be the water boy for him. Whatever for Taysom Hill." Do you have to set that kind of precedent with the quarterback when you get here?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to reach out to him and just try to get to know him and build up that chemistry.
What was the moment you knew, okay, it's going to be BYU? I mean, you just knew in your heart and your mind that you weren't going anywhere else.
Probably when I stepped on campus, the first day of my official, and just going around with Jeff, and I fell in love with the school, and that's when I knew.
I think I know when the actual moment was. It was when we were giving you a tour of the broadcast facility. You were like, "Oh, I've got to be here." That was it, right?
Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive. More behind the scenes and just learning how everything worked. That was amazing.
Some people call us the closers. Others don't. But I'd like to feel that was the moment. What was signing day like for you?
It was crazy exciting. A lot of energy. And on Twitter, a lot of BYU fans reaching out, congratulating me, and ready to see me play.
There's a common theme on social media with BYU fans. When you talk to BYU players, we talked to a receiver last year, graduate transfer Jordan Leslie, and he's like, I couldn't believe the outpouring of love that I immediately got once I came to BYU. Now, what were your expectations for that, and how have fans lived up to that hype now?
Well, when I first even said that I got offered by BYU, like thousands of people was just mentioned me on Twitter saying, "Congratulations, hope you go here," and it blew my mind because I was like, wow, like this team has a big fan base, and I loved it.
I saw a conversation on Twitter with you and Moose Bingham, one of the backup kickers here at BYU, about the number 1. Is that what number you want?
Definitely, I'm definitely gonna try to get it. I talked to Ross, and that's definitely I'm trying to get it.
Now, Ross Oppo is a Texas connection, and you will have plenty of those on this team. In fact, you played against BYU's freshman All-American T-John Karoma in Texas. What's your relationship with T-John?
It's good. When I took my official, we kind of argued for a couple hours, but it's all good. I've been playing against him since my sophomore year. That's when the Soto versus Allen rivalry started, so it's great. We'll have fun together.
Who was the next closest school to recruit you as heavy, or maybe you would have gone there if you didn't go to BYU?
Indiana, definitely.
Sorry, what was that?
He said Indiana.
Indiana. Indiana. Okay.
Okay, Akile, BYU greater than Indiana.
Nice
Yeah, I'll say so.
choice.
How's that?
Yeah.
How's that for some mathematics?
That's on point.
What do you think of the 2015 schedule, Akile?
I mean, it's not an easy one, but I mean, we can do it. You got to.
When you look at that as a recruit, at Nebraska, at UCLA, at Michigan, against Missouri and Kansas City, how much does that factor into you wanting to come to a place like BYU?
I mean, it shows that they're playing the best teams. I mean, Nebraska, they're not the easiest, and then Michigan, I mean, they're playing some big people.
You said they. You can say we now, brother. You are a Cougar, man.
Yeah.
Akile, great to talk to you. Future pre-calculus teacher and football star at BYU. We wish you the best of luck in your remaining days of high school, and we'll see you up here in the summer.
Thank you. Can't wait.